So tonight's original now with in-depth reporting on a topic we've been watching. And tonight it's NASA now naming the 4 astronauts it'll send to orbit the moon in the next Artemis mission. 3 Americans, 1 Canadian. There they are. The big rollout taking the stage today. Jeremy Hansen, Victor Glover, Reed Wiseman, Christina Hammock-Cook. They're part of this ambitious push to establish a permanent base on the moon and to prep for a mission to Mars. But all of this activity means a new challenge: building rockets and spaceships and equipment fast enough to respond to obstacles out in space. So now, NASA engineers are turning to AI to help design customized parts that are more advanced than ever. Tom Costello has the story.
Here at the Goddard Space Flight Center outside of Washington, NASA research engineer Ryan McClelland is pioneering the use of artificial intelligence to design parts of the spacecraft of the future.
In science fiction, there's always thousands of people living in space and these huge structures in space. And what I'm hoping this enables is us to get there.
He calls them evolved structures.
A lot of people comment that they look like alien bones, and it's no coincidence that they look like bones because they develop the same way that bones develop.
The process starts with NASA leadership tapping McClelland's team to bring 2 components of a spacecraft together.
The first thing is to get the requirements, exactly what the part has to do. And then step 2 is to let the AI tool run and evolve over 30 to 40 iterations. And the next step is you make it with digital manufacturing.
The new technology allows NASA engineers to shorten the time it takes to develop specialty parts for spacecraft from months down to just days. Plus, the parts are lighter, stronger, and they use less material than most human designs.
This is a bracket for the EXCITE mission, which is a balloon experiment that goes up above most of Earth's atmosphere and actually looks at exoplanet atmospheres. So this is just sort of a simple bracket that holds a optical assembly to the back of a telescope.
Dr. Joe Hill-Kettle leads NASA's Engineering and Technology Directorate.
The most important thing to me is this is the future of NASA and the future of space flight and the future of space instrumentation.
She says the technology could be a vital resource for future missions.
If we're going to have the sustained presence on the lunar surface or eventually on the Mars surface, that the additive machine creation of these parts and the rapid turnaround would allow those folks to be able to perhaps fix things in real time, be able to build things off-planet.
But McClelland says aspiring engineers shouldn't worry. This technology will not completely replace humans, at least not yet.
Where it stands right now and where I see it in the near future is that it's kind of like a consultant that allows us to be more productive, but the human designers still need it.
Artificial intelligence improving spaceflight, one piece at a time.
Tom Costello is joining us now live from Houston, where he's been covering the latest on the Artemis mission. So let's get back to that Artemis 2 and this announcement today. Talk through kind of this new generation of astronauts, what they're saying about the future here.
Well, they're thrilled, as you could imagine. And this entire aircraft hangar today was filled with people who are absolutely thrilled. Other astronauts, families, NASA staffers, politicians. But this is what's fascinating. These 4 astronauts, 3 Americans, 1 Canadian, are going to be headed to the moon. The last time humans walked on the moon, these people weren't even born yet. I mean, that really makes me feel old to realize that. But an astonishing group of people. I always feel like an underachiever around these folks. They are just unbelievably accomplished in their fields, accomplished in NASA. You've got Canadian fighter pilots, 2 American naval fighter pilots, an electrical engineer in Christina Cook, who is also was a spacewalker with another woman, the first ever female-only spacewalk. So a lot of accomplishment among all of these guys, and their mission will take off, lift off, in late 2024, they hope.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.